Hello again. It's me. It's Chris. Hello. Real Ale 140, whatever you want to call it. Let's not stand on ceremony. So today, another beer. Another day, another beer. As I like to say, not really. I've got another beer from the Bristol Beer Factory. I popped up to favourite beers again, as I occasionally do. Spent far too much money and came away with something. Now, this is something you may have seen before. The Southville Hop from the Bristol Beer Factory. Comes in at 6.5%. Pretty tidy beer. I don't think I've done it on my channel, but I've certainly drunk it, and a couple of other people have done it. I know Elvis has picked it up on his channel. And the reason I'm doing this start is because I saw that he'd said that he'd drunk 2 of the Southville hops. However, this is not your standard, I'll take that away now, your standard Southville hop. So if I just drop that down ever so slightly, this is a Southville hop aged in a white wine cask. Well, the last beer I think I had from the Bristol Beer Factory that I hadn't tried previously, actually that was one of the 12 stouts of Christmas. The last hoppy beer I tried from them was the Southern Conspiracy it was a collaboration beer between them and Dark Star. Fantastic, amazing. That was also aged in the white wine casks. So I'm guessing they're the same casks. Yeah, what are they going to do with them? They're not going to chuck them out once they're done, are they? I wouldn't have thought. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, without further ado, some beer. It does say on this to share it, so I'm not gonna pour the whole thing. I'm gonna leave some for my dear wife, who's in the other room. This was the SEBA National Champion in 2012. So looking forward to that. Popping up at the SEBA Festival this year, maybe. Let's have a little bit of smoke. Nothing fancy. Get it glass. Now it's an American style IPA, so I'm going to go for a glass that's good for presenting IPAs. Quite lively. Won't go to the top there. I don't know if it's a bit too dark for you to pick up the colour of that. It's actually, it looks like an American IPA. In that kind of, it's got that slightly darker, almost. If colour, yeah, it's like if you could describe colour as a smell, this would be a piney, smelly colour. That doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. If you've drunk an American IPA, a highly hopped up American IPA, you know exactly what I mean by that. It's not translucent. It's quite dark in comparison to, say, your Jaipur or your Kipling, one of those kind of end of things. What's on the nose? What's on the nose? Picking up clearly there was American hops in there. Reminds me of a beatbox that I had the other day from Tiny Rebel. It's that kind of smell. The white wine casks I'm not hitting so much of. Let's tuck into it and see where we go. Cheers. It's still going. Okay, so the mouthfeel is really full, really packs your mouth in every conceivable area. The bubbles in this are very, very relaxed. They're the kind of bubbles that kind of fizz down rather than up and aggressively. You can see the head's already dissipated with the way I poured, and that was quite an aggressive pour for me. It's smooth, not in a kind of a John Smith smooth kind of way, but in that kind of, it slips down quite nicely. Remarkably nicely. Comes in at 6.5%. You wouldn't know it, not for a second. I suppose the the key thing here is where does it differ to the Southville hop, and I think that's where the aged in white wine casting comes in. It makes it that bit smoother, and there's a little bit of extra bite that I don't think you get with the original. It's and yeah, more bite and smoother. That's where I am with it, I think. That is dangerous. I could power that down by the second. I think it's better from recollection than the Southern Conspiracy, which I liked a lot, that beer. But that really, really did pick up on those kind of winey flavours. You know, you almost felt like it was almost like a wine, beer, shandy mixture thing going on there. In a nice way. It doesn't sound very nice when you say it that way. But if you've had Southern Conspiracy, you probably know what I mean. So this is Bristol Beer Factory doing it on their own, without Dark Star. They've done a really bloody good job. It does say drink it fresh. This is, I think, only came out in the last fortnight or so, certainly to the shop. I don't think it's been around for long. If you can find it, I'd suggest you got hold of it. It's a really good beer. Well, thanks for joining me. Feel free to shoot me down in flames or say something nice, wherever you want. Who cares? And I'll see you. Oh, you want to rate it, don't you? 9.5 out of 10. It's cracking. Thanks very much, and goodbye.